people.
Good morning, people.
Good morning. If we look a bit sleepy, it's because
Just woke up.
people. So, can't remember if we vlogged yesterday.
No.
No. Okay. So we need to get you guys up to speed. So we are in Prizren, Kosovo. So we arrived yesterday in Prizren from Pristina. It was an hour drive, not so bad, not so bad.
No, it's good.
Coincidentally, the friend that you guys keep hearing us mentioning, mentor, we knew he was from Kosovo, but we didn't know exactly where in Kosovo. And coincidentally, he's actually from Prizren.
Yes. Big up Prizren.
So big up Prizren and big up my man Mentor, who added to the birthday week celebration in the most beautiful.
Perfect.
Listen,
Yes.
I've had surprises before, but I've never had any surprises that amounted to this kind of surprise. So let us fill you in real quick. So finally got in touch with Mentor, who is currently still in Switzerland, as we expected, because Kosovans tend to come back home during the holiday season.
Yes.
And he had just went back to Switzerland, so we've just missed him. But told him where we were staying, and he asked if we had any plans, and we're like, well, we don't really have any definite plans.
No.
We're just gonna wing it.
We knew we were going to go to a restaurant, but we didn't know whether we were going to stay in the hotel or walk around.
So he recommended a restaurant.
Yes.
And we made our way to the restaurant, in honor of Mentor. Food was great, as you guys can see. We ate on
a lot of food. Oh my gosh.
You know what? Kosovans, they love their food.
They love that food.
And they love their meat. I had lamb. I had a half a kilo of lamb just for me.
It was a lot.
So, had our food, had our starter, had our main, had our dessert. Kind of forced dessert in, to be honest. When it was time to pay the bill, the waiter was like, no, your bill is already paid for. I was like, what you mean my bill is already paid for? He was like, oh, your friend in Switzerland already paid for your bill. So shout out to Mentor and his wife. Shout out to the family. I really appreciate it.
Definitely.
It was an overwhelming, eye-tearing type of surprise. It was I felt the love, I felt our friendship and the strength of it.
Exactly. And it didn't stop there.
We thought the surprise stopped there, so we kind of like stumbled out of the restaurant as full as we were.
My gosh.
Got back to the hotel. As soon as we were passing the reception, the guy was like, hold on, stop. Someone left you this champagne. So I'm like, someone? So it was like, yeah, a woman left you this champagne. I was like, okay, what woman? The Kosovans are very friendly, so it could have been anybody that had said hi to us on the way.
Yes.
So we got back to the room. I'm sharing this champagne surprise with Mentor by phone. And Mentor was like, no, that's for the both for you. I sent that for both.
He sent his sister here in this hotel to give us this champagne.
And and he made sure that while we were away at the restaurant, he dropped off. So it was a beautiful surprise.
He's good people.
Good people.
Family,
yes, we've been friends for 14 years. 14 years we've been friends. So you know what? Shout out to Mentor and his wife and the children. It's all love. So back to us, our subscribers. This is actually Prizren. From our hotel, this is pretty much what you guys would see. That's the city of Prizren. That right there is actually the bus station. The hotel that we're staying in is the Sky Hotel. And it's right next to the bus station, kind of like in the city of it.
Yeah.
There's also footage from the side of the bar because it's a hotel, bar, and restaurant type thing.
Exactly. And yes, you did see KFC over yonder.
Just
KFC is there.
I was just about to touch that. There is two familiar things that English speakers are accustomed to that you will see here. KFCs from left to right. KFCs everywhere. And the next thing is Shell gas stations.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Shell.
A lot of Shell. And sometimes KFC is in the Shell.
In the shells. You know, so that's that, and American flags.
Yeah.
There's a lot of American flags everywhere. Not so sure how I received that. You know, my reception of that is not so great.
No.
Nothing against America personally, but I'm in Kosovo, so I would like to feel like I'm in Kosovo.
Kosovan flags, please.
Yes. Saying that, there's also a lot of Albanian flags.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand because most Kosovan that I spoke to saying, "Oh, we embrace Albanian," and most of us are Albanian Kosovan. I get that. It's like saying a particular area in England or the US is Jamaican American. So let's say most of us in a particular area in England are from Jamaican.
Exactly.
Like Birmingham, England.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't appreciate
see Jamaican flags
everywhere. You know, so as much as I understand that it's 90% Albanians that offsprings are Kosovans, we're still in Kosovo.
Exactly.
You know, and if you guys really want Kosovo to be identified and be acknowledged as a unique country in its own,
separate Albania, separate American flag, and separate.
You gotta own your culture, you know, and your flag is your flag. And I would appreciate to see more Kosovan flags than Albanian or American flags. Now, I mean, enough love to Albania, enough love to the US. But when I'm in the US, I don't see a lot of Kosovan flags. And when I was in Albania, I see one or two Kosovan flags, but not as many. You know,
as here.
Albanian flags. You see more Albanian flags than you see Kosovan flags.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking, I don't really like that. You know what I mean? I'm in Kosovo people. I want to embrace the culture 100%.
And we see the difference because in May, if you remember, we was in Albania, and we see the slight difference. Okay, the landscapes, the buildings, they kind of like look the same.
Yes.
But no, I see
a difference. Yeah, there's a difference between Kosovans and Albanians, and the land itself, the land of Kosovo versus land of Albania. So once again, to those who might misunderstand what we're saying, love to the US, love to Albania, but Kosovo is Kosovo. You know, there's a statue. And
the rest of the world needs to recognize Kosovo as a country, please.
Exactly.
Let them flourish in their economy
and their uniqueness.
Recognize them as a country of their own, please.
Yes, you know, because thus far I believe it's 111 countries that have acknowledged Kosovo. So there's like 70 or 80 that hasn't. I would like to know why, you know what I mean? I understand foreign affairs and politics is a total different conversation, but I'm liking Kosovo.
Yeah, and I was a bit disappointed that Jamaica is one of those countries that don't recognize Kosovo as a country. Why Jamaica?
I have to dig deeper in that and take it to my political channel, you know? I'm gonna find out why, because I need to see if the UK supports it, because I must say it as it is. Jamaicans tend to follow suit with US in most of his decisions, and the US actually supports Kosovo. You know, the US actually is the #1 supporter.
So I'd like to know why.
There is a statue of Bill Clinton. I've said it before, but we have to say it again. There is Madeleine Albright, a statue of her. She was the secretary, U.S. secretary when Clinton administration did this thing for Kosovo. So I get the appreciation that Kosovo is trying to show to the U.S., but I think a key to the city is good enough, and that's it. I mean, but flags everywhere, U.S. flags, it's a bit much. Anyway, people.
So what are we going to do today?
About now, we're going to breakfast.
Yes.
We're going to breakfast. And then wherever we go today, we'll just show you guys footage. Every now and then, if we get the chance, we will chit-chat with you.
Exactly.
So, until then, people.
Ciao for now.